Though the devotee may be praying daily, he makes no progress because his entire devotion runs to waste through the worldly desires in his heart, and at the end of his lifelong devotion, he remains the same as before. Why does the mind become unsteady when engaged in contemplation? Worldly men get occasionally a momentary taste of the sweetness of divine love, but soon brings them back to the worldliness. The great yogis are, however, always absorbed in the contemplation and enjoyment of divine love. If the mind with which you contemplate the deity is tainted with the vicious thoughts of the world, how can you expect to do your religious devotions successfully with such a corrupt instrument? The slightest mention of the name of the Lord kindles the fire of love in the heart of the true devotee like the dry match, while the mind of the worldly man, soaked in lust and attachment for wealth, resists all warmth like the moistened match. Though God may be preached to him several times, the fire of divine love can never be kindled in him. A worldly man may be endowed with as much intelligence and knowledge as a yogi, may take as much pains and trouble as a yogi, and may make as great sacrifices as an ascetic. But all his exertions are in vain since his energies are misdirected, and since he does all these for the sake of worldly honor and wealth, and not for the sake of the Lord. Those who are impure and unclean at heart and are deluded by Maya never perceive the glory of the Lord. The mind of a worldly man is largely diluted with the filthy water of evil and impure thoughts, and he has to work long and hard to purify it and give it the proper strength and consistency characteristic of a truly pious heart. No matter how much good advice you give to the worldly man, and no matter how much self-disgust you arouse in him, he will never realize his situation fully unless you wean him from the objects of his attachment. Worldly men will not act up to your advice if you ask them to renounce everything and devote themselves to the lotus-like feet of the Lord.